I wonder what happened to her. She talked about an experimental serum. Did they find a cure? Were they able to perfect it? I know the illness came from the fungus, but how does it link to the colossus organism that shut down the Gaussian aurora? I need answers. Poseidon, I will need the VIP passwords.
Yes, Captain, but I need to establish a link with the intelligence computer located at the scanner room.
How do I get there?
According to the schematics I recovered from Beacon of Hope, the only way to reach the scanner room is through the bio-research labs.
Please, close all doors and remain at the center of the room for decontamination. Decontamination completed.
Captain, you are currently at the second floor of the facility. Where the bio-research labs are located, you will have to find your way all the way to the fourth floor.
Is there anything we can use this floor for data regarding the fungus?
Yes, Captain. I will need you to link me with the mainframe that controls the lab's computers. Take a look around.
Shut up, Poseidon.
Link with lab's mainframe established. Opening file named Hydra. Head of Research, Dr. Watson, log entry 200. I am beginning to accept the fact that we won't be able to complete our research on the serum, as from today, half of the staff is infected with the fungus. We are running out of time. I need more information on the nature and origin of the samples, but Commander Washington won't disclose to me the findings he made at the site of Limbus. I'm afraid this lack of communication between the military and the science division will be our downfall. I know that this is an above top secret mission, and the policy only need-to-know basis, but we are talking about human lives. She is clearly willing to sacrifice the lives of her men in order to preserve the protocol, but I don't feel the same way. I might need to do something drastic in order to gain access to the rest of the files, or talk to the soldiers and my staff. If I can convince enough people to join me, we should be able to take command of the facility. I really don't see any other way. Time is of the essence. The fungus geometric progression on the affected brain is astonishing. Even more troublesome is the effect it has on the DNA. It is changing the host to a new, completely different life form. End of entry.
It seems they fight each other. And on top of that, they have to deal with the infected.
Captain, I was looking around inside the communication relay of this moon pool and found a log entry from an engineer. Unfortunately, it's encrypted, but I can send it to Poseidon for decryption.
Send it over then.
Receiving encrypted log from Shadow. Decryption initiated. Complete in 3, 2, 1. Log entry by Engineer Operia. Dr. Watson injected me with a serum today, and I feel a little better. I feel more myself. I don't know how much time I have, but then again, who really knows? I am recording this message for my brother, in case I won't made it back to Earth. What day is it? I think it's your birthday today. It is funny that I had to travel all the way out here so I can find an excuse to tell you all this. I want to thank you for your patience and love, even back then when I was sick and end up at the bottom of a bottle. I am truly sorry for any pain and concern I inflict upon you. I was not myself. I was just a shadow, watching life passing by. From the dark well, my soul used to be. You were one of the hands that reached down and grabbed me, pulling me back into the light. I made you cry, but you keep faith in me. You gave me an excuse to live again. You gave me back faith to myself. Even though you were only 2 years older than me, I remember when our father left, I always had someone to look up to. Thank you for being there for me, my best friend, my second father, my first brother. And if I die first, once more, I am sorry, for I do not want to cause you any more pain. End of log entry.
Poseidon, unlock all VIP doors.
Right away, Captain. Crucial data detected at Commander Washington Chambers.
This must be video feed from the infirmary. Poseidon, I will link you to everything. Tell me what you find.
Retrieving Commander's Washington personal log. Mission Day 128. First contact with the site, Olympus, and is already clear to me, we have come unprepared. The mission was supposed to be reconnaissance and threat elimination, but what we found changed everything. 1,308 meters beneath the surface, we discover the ruins of an ancient city, dating back 100,000 years. After investigation, it was clear that the civilization that used to occupy this site was greatly more advanced than our own. We managed to gain access to their archives after capturing a supercomputer of theirs. And I say capture because their computers are living, breathing organisms. They realize that the fastest means of transporting, storing, and accessing data were through brain neurons. Our conventional computers uses algorithm of 1 and 0 to do everything. That means they have to create from scratch every bit of information over and over again, calculate, confirm, etc. They did not just make them faster, but gave them the one thing that made them have true AI, imagination. But they went afar. In order to achieve instant interstellar travel, they created their first organic space exploration battleship. It meant to be an organism of colossus proportions, capable of defending itself with bioplasma energy while collecting data for the scientists. They also wanted it to be able to manipulate time and space in order to travel the vast distances of the universe. To do so, there was only one way. They had to make her self-aware. In order to control her, he placed a fail-safe into her DNA. I decided to call this battleship Pandora, and here is why. This is why I also named the site Olympus. Pandora was the first woman created by the gods of Olympus. She also received a box as gift from the gods. It contained all the evils of humanity, as well, plagues and diseases. Pandora, out of curiosity, opened the box, and all the evils consumed the world. Something similar happened to the race of this planet, as Pandora, being self-aware and knowing about the fail-safe in her DNA, decided who was the enemy. She first created the fungus. She sprayed it over the city, making the citizens her slaves, changing them to monsters that followed her every command. After that, she cured herself from the fail-safe with the help of the scientists that created it. Finally, Pandora realized that she won't be able to fight the whole planet by herself, even with the help of the fungus. There was another problem. She couldn't survive outside the ocean. She was trapped at the coast of this city. She couldn't run or hide. Her time and space distortion capability was useless. That was a secondary fail-safe. Since she was a prototype, she needed more time to change her DNA and breathe outside the water. For her, there was only one way. She used her time and space capabilities not to travel, but to distort space and time between Ultimum Aqua and another planet, Titan 1. When Titan 1 displaced near Ultimum Aqua, the gravitation forces caused cataclysmic tide waves that swallowed the surface of the planet, drowning the whole civilization overnight.